This is Mrs. Often, and I'm here to show you how to do a couple of polynomial long division problems. So in our first example here, we're going to divide 4x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 18 by the binomial 2x squared plus 1. So we're going to conceive of this as being very similar to the sort of long division that you would have learned in middle school and elementary school. So I'm going to write my long division the way that I normally do. And this is going to differ just a little bit from the long division that you may have done in elementary and middle school, in that we're going to keep a laser focus on this 2x here. Every time I think, what do I need to multiply by? I will be thinking, what do I need to multiply 2x by to get to where I need to go? So it's going to be a little bit different than what you would have done previously. So I'm going to start out thinking, what do I need to multiply 2x by to obtain 4x to the third power? And that, of course, is going to be 2x squared. I'm going to write that directly above the 6x squared, and I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply 2x by 2x squared. I'll get 4x to the third, and I'll multiply 2x squared times positive 1, and I will get positive 2x squared. Now I'm going to subtract this entire binomial. So subtracting is going to give me 4x squared, and then just as I would have done way back in elementary and middle school, I will bring down my next term, that is negative 6x. And I go back and I repeat my process, asking myself, what do I need to multiply 2x by to get 4x squared? And that's going to be positive 2x. I'll write that above my negative 6x. And I will multiply 4x squared. 2x times positive 1 is positive 2x. And I'm then going to, again, subtract the binomial that I've obtained. The 4x squared and minus 4x squared will add to 0x squared, so I don't need to write that. This will sum then 6x minus 2x to negative 8x, and I'm going to bring down my next and final term, that positive 18. And my last question to myself will be, what do I need to multiply positive 2x by to get negative 8x? And that is, of course, negative 4. So that will yield negative 8x minus 4, and subtracting this, I will get a remainder here. So my final answer is going to be expressed as 2x squared plus 2x minus 4. And then just like I would write my remainder if I were to have divided something by 21 rather than 2x plus 1 as a fraction over 20 with a denominator of 21, I'm going to write this similarly. My remainder number is going to be the numerator of the fraction, and my divisor is going to be the denominator. So there is an example of polynomial long division with a remainder. So let's continue with our second example. And here I'm dividing 9x cubed plus 15x squared minus 12 divided by x plus 3. Now you'll notice that this is a little different than my last example because I am missing a term with just x in it. There is no x term. So I'm going to have to add that in when I do my long division. So just as if I was doing regular long division, 242 divided by 27 would be a different problem than 2,402 divided by 27, because the first number is 2 hundreds plus 4 tens plus 2 ones, and the second number is 2 thousands plus 4 hundreds plus 0 tens plus 2 ones. So they're going to give different answers. I have to be sure that I'm respecting that with my polynomial long division as well. So I'm going to set up my division like I normally would. And here it is. Remembering to put that 0x to denote for myself that that is in fact happening here. And just like before, I'm going to start with my focus on what do I need to multiply x by, and this is of course 1x, to obtain 9x to the third power. Well, that's 9x squared. So I have 9x squared times 1x is going to give me 9x to the third power, and multiplying 9x squared times 3 is going to give me plus 27x squared. I'll subtract this binomial. So these are reduced to 0, and I have negative 12x squared. I'm going to bring down that 0x. I have, well, I'm going to have to multiply by negative 12x. And this will yield negative 36x. So I'm starting to get some rather large numbers here, but that's okay. I will have 36x, and bringing down my final number, negative 12. This will be plus 36, obviously. So I'll have 36x. And 36 times 3 is 108. Now, of course, when I subtract this binomial, I'll get the 36x minus 36x will reduce to 0, and this will be negative 120. So my final answer is going to be 9x squared minus 12x plus 36 minus 120 over x plus 3. So that is my final answer for my division problem. I hope this video has been helpful to you in understanding polynomial long division.